And there are some people doing some great things in this state of ours and also around Australia. For example, my son said to me just the other day, said, Dad, I've discovered this app. And I said, good, because you're youthful, son, and I'm still working out how to make a phone call on my phone. He said, I found this app. It's called Snap, Send, Solve. And I said, great, what's it for? He said, I had this issue in some parkland not far away, and I have registered it with the council. Nothing happened. And then someone told me about Snap, Send, Solve, and it was fixed within 48 hours. I'm pretty impressed with that. Danny Gorog is the founder and CEO of Snap, Send, Solve. And Danny, congratulations to you, mate. Welcome to 6PR.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
Where'd you get the idea for this?
Well, so it's actually, we're about 13 years old, and I had the idea when I had a young son at the time. He was about 3. Took him to a local playground. I'm in Melbourne, southeast, and he loved the swing, as young kids do. I put him on the swing, and I realised that the class to secure him to the swing was broken. And I sort of look around at my wife. I'm like, "What do we do now?" And like, you've got no idea. First of all, sometimes you have no idea which council area you're in.
Yeah,
right?
and not only that, Daddy, you've got a screaming kid that wants to get on the swing.
Screaming kid, the dog's there.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got a coffee. Like, what are you going to sit and call the like? All right, Google who the council is.
Yep.
Call them. Wait on hold. Where is the problem? I don't know. It's wherever I am. Well, what's the address? Well, I don't know what the street address is. Like, So we've got these marvellous things called phones now that have cameras, have GPS, they have data. So at the time I had an app development business. So I took that idea back to my team and we created the first version of Snap, Send, Solve.
Well done.
Now, that's 13 years ago. We decided one of the core principles of Snap, Send, Solve is it's got to work everywhere. It's got to be able to send a report everywhere, because if it only works in your council area, it's useless, because I don't know what the border is between Port Phillip and Glen Ira, or wherever you are, to Perth and South Perth and whatever it is.
Sure.
Who knows? Who cares, to be honest? I just want to tell someone I've got a little bit of time, a little bit of kind of community spirit. I want to take the time and I'm going to tell someone that there's a problem. And as we got into the problem, it turns out that councils are only part of the picture. There are all these other solvers on the platform who are responsible for stuff. So, for example, you've got the big Telstra and NBN pits in the ground, the Optus pits in the ground.
Yep.
You've got water corporations who are responsible for water leaks. You've obviously got council. You've got state roads. You've got council roads. You've got trolleys, and I'm going to get into some data with you. You've got some trolleys, which are a big problem as well. So there's all these problems. So we thought we could wrap it all up into one app that the community gets to know, gets to use, and that's what we built with Snap, Send, Solve. And to be honest, the take-up has been pretty impressive. And everywhere. I mean, what you've just told me about your son, Todd, is exactly what we hear. I did a report. It was like magic. It got fixed. Amazing.
Yeah, see, this in question was actually a bit of a hazard for some kids. So some of the water boxes that the solenoid switches are put into were broken. Someone had broken them. Now, if they're cracked, okay, that's fine. Don't walk on them, kids. But there was one with a dirty, great big hole in it. If you were playing footy or cricket or soccer or whatever out there with the kids, and one of the kids got his foot whacked in it, broken leg, all of a sudden you've got a trip to the kids' hospital. So my son sent it through. It was told about Snap, Send, Solve within 48 hours, mate. How is it that you have the ability to get through all of that red tape and get in touch with the people that need to get the problem fixed? How do you do it that quickly?
Well, I think the magic with Snap, Send, Solve is that we are collecting all the right information at the right time. So we've got the geolocation. Where is the problem? About 95% or so of reports have images. So the person who receives it, the solver that receives it, can understand the problem.
Okay.
And we provide, all the contact details, all that stuff. So whoever got the report, I don't know which council area it was, they would have looked at it and they would have gone, all right, well, that's something that we've got to fix pretty quickly, and they would have done it.
Yeah.
Now, we also ask snappers who do the reports what their experience was like and how the problem got solved. And when we look across all of our data, and by the way, there have been about 136,000 reports in WA over the last 12 months.
Wow.
It's up 23% year on year.
Wow.
But when we look across all those issues, we find that when we ask the snappers how did the problem get solved, it's kind of like 8.5 to 9 out of 10 get solved. So it's amazing. Like when we drill down into the different incident types, there are variations, graffiti and abandoned trolleys. They get solved very quickly. There are some more complex issues. Potholes on main roads are a little bit slower.
Sure.
But we're basically, this is a free service for the whole country.
Yeah, this is Danny, let me jump in. This is what gets me. It was free because I said to my son, you had to pay for the app. He goes, no, Dad, I just downloaded it. And what I was also aware of is that the councils, it shows when someone has seen the message, which means that the viewers are watching who has seen the message and they know the council has seen it, but if they haven't acted upon it, it doesn't look favourable on the council, does it?
Correct. Yeah, that's right. So you're exactly right, and there's lots more to the conversation. We have a mechanism, because the way we send the report, we give them a portal they can log into to see the detail of the report, because there's a lot of information in the report. So,
brilliant.
I will say I do have a couple of things. Like water is a big issue, and I'm just going to call out. I don't normally do this, but you've got one water corp in the state. They're called water corporations.
Yes, I do.
They don't even have the ability to report anything digitally on their website. They want you to phone them in, right? And I think utilities like that need to get with the program.
Well, see, there's no thread. There's no written thread. There's no ability to follow it along. It's like an email thread. Right. If it's only on the phone, there's a little bit of an out there, isn't there?
Well, you said it, not me, but yes, I think there's certainly a bit more accountability, a bit more auditability, and people like to have in one spot all of the stuff they've done. And what happens is, with the community go, that was amazing. I'm going to be a good citizen, and I'm going to take note of graffiti, and I'm going to let people know. And we've got some wonderful councils we work with around Perth. I mean, City of Perth's amazing. There are lots of them. City of Vincent, I can go into a heap of them that do a wonderful job and care deeply about getting the information and then getting it fixed.
Yeah,
right?
Good man. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And I appreciate that too. Text messages are coming in. People are saying, I've used Snap Send Solve for years around my area, from cracks and raised footpath, access poles without locks in parks, open sewerage, down trees, and it's awesome, says somebody here. Also, Diane Rockingham said, my shire, City of Rockingham, have told me that they don't subscribe to it. Is this true? Can various councils or cities opt out, says Di?
That's a great question. Rockingham's an interesting one. So Rockingham say they don't do anything with it, but they get the reports and they look at them all.
Okay.
Because we see that. There's a spectrum of people of solvers who kind of adopt this and don't want to adopt it. I would ask the community to push back a little bit when they hear that from councils.
Sure.
Because I think a lot of it is coming from it's not coming from the council executive and the councillors.
Okay.
Coming from the team in the council, and we are pretty open to working in any way that the councils want, but we send the reports, right?
Yeah,
we send the reports. Our job is to send the reports. It's up to the council to deal with the reports. Right.
Western Power are pretty good over here in the West. We're getting text messages saying thumbs up to them. And also Brad wants to know, how are you guys financed? If this is a free service, where's the dollars and cents coming from, Danny?
So like I said, we've got a variety of solvers. We call them, they're either basic solvers or what we call enterprise solvers. There are councils who receive a lot of reports through Snap and Solve, just organically.
Right.
And what they do is they want to process them more efficiently. So we've got lots of councils, Swan and Perth, who actually integrate with our API.
Well done.
So the report goes from our system into theirs. And there's a whole heap of other things that we provide. But the base service is free for all councils, and they all receive reports. And that's the way we're going to continue to create this tool that the community are getting a lot out of and making them feel really good.
Love it, mate. I'm really excited about giving you a bit of a heads up here. Snap I love it too. The name just grabs my attention too. And it's really good. Snap, there you go, there's the picture. Send and solve. And I think the solve thing is the underlying factor. So many people are saying we use it, we love it, and well done. So look, if you get the opportunity to download it, folks, Danny Gorog is the founder and CEO of Snap, Send, Solve. We will talk again, Danny, because I think that you've got some great ideas on so many different levels. So we'll keep your number and we'll stay in touch. Is that all right?
Terrific. Appreciate it, Todd. That'd be great.
Good on you, mate. Thank you for your time today too. And